Hey, what's going on, Guardians? So it's Friday. I don't know about you, but I'm sure happy the weekend is here. There's a thunderstorm happening in where I'm living now, so I pardon the background noise if you hear some thunder. I apologize, but this was a pretty big week in Destiny as the ever elusive Sleeper Simulant exotic fusion rifle is here. People are calling this basically Destiny's version of the Spartan laser from Halo, and it looks like it could be. I mean, the Sleeper Simulant is an exotic weapon that takes up your heavy slot, and it's actually it's a fusion rifle. It's got a charge time. It shoots a single laser projectile that can potentially bounce off targets and objects. And currently, the weapon for this questline drops at light level 290. So how does a Guardian around here get their new Guardian laser, huh? So there's a quest line involved, of course, and I love the quest lines, and I love what they're doing with Taken King, and they did exactly that for the Sleeper Simulant unlock. It's not all about range anymore, and I love that. And without knowing it, we've been doing the quest line ever since patch 2.0 dropped. So let's begin. The quest starts and ends with the gunsmith vendor in the tower. All of those legendary fusion rifle drops that you've been seeing that are from random enemies while you're patrolling or doing missions, well, there are 4 of them in total, and after collecting each one, you were ordered to go to the gunsmith and turn them in for a gunsmith experience, but you couldn't use them, and there wasn't anything else other than that. And when you collected all 4 and turned them in, nothing happened. People were speculating that these were part of a greater quest line to get the simulant, and as of Wednesday, their suspicions were confirmed. Guardians that had done the previous step of collecting these 4 objects and turning them in woke up Wednesday at the daily reset to find that there was a new quest on Earth called the First Firewall. So basically what this quest involves is going to Rasputin and surviving waves of enemies that apparently spawn in a certain order, and then at the end of the all the enemies spawning them, there's a final mod item called the Curious, which went into your quest item, and it required 4 sequential passcodes. These passcodes appeared in the order of which the knights spawned in that mission, and if you're lazy and didn't want to replay the mission to look at specifically, like I am, you can find these codes on Reddit, and I'll put them up on the screen now as I talk. So the 1 in the code signifies the top rune, so there's 2 rows that you see that you can put in codes, and 2 signifies the bottom rune, or the bottom row. So as you go along these codes, if you follow the 1 to 2 order in terms of top or bottom, and then submit the codes, if you do all 4, then you'll get access to a new mission called the Shadow Call. The Shadow Call mission requires you to reach the top of the Devil's Spire, which is the same mission that Cade's stash is located, within a certain time limit. I believe it's around 3 minutes, I'm not too positive, and you have 2 wizards at the end, in place where you've works. And then when you do that, you receive the Ikelos Fusion Core. So this core then requires 5 modules to be repaired. A heavy power coupling, which you can get by dismantling any heavy legendary weapon or higher, including your 1. Like, I think I dismantled my Kuroda's rocket launcher because I'm just never going to use it again. An Ionized shell harmonics, which is, you get awarded that by completing the archive mission on Venus at any difficulty. So if you have the checkpoint like I did, a buddy of mine went in to the very end of the mission, did that last checkpoint piece, and we were awarded the item, so you don't have to do the entire mission. And lastly, you have to complete a Warsat public event on Earth, on the Moon, and on Mars separately. That sounds like it's easy, which it is, but one has the spawn, and they're always spawning until you need them, right? So this took actually a little while, but if you are doing this, I recommend using destinypublicevents.com. They're not always 100%, which you can't be, but it's a really good utility. I'll put it in the description. You can click it and go there. And so once all of those are complete, or as you complete each one, it doesn't matter which, you can access the core from your quest items and then repair each of these 5 pieces. And once that's done, a new module or node shows up at the bottom that signifies that it's fully repaired and it's ready, and when that happens, it asks you to turn it into the gunsmith. So once that's complete, go to the tower, turn in the gunsmith, and nothing happens. So that led Guardians to believe that there was another time wall or another time gate before the rest of the quest was available to Guardians and available to all of us. And they were right again. We didn't have to wait very long, though, because yesterday, Thursday, so the day after the first mission was unlocked, a new quest appeared called the Sleeper Stirs, which requires you to complete a special version of the new Fallen Saber Strike that's located on Earth. And this strike is actually a light level 280 with an epic modifier. So it's kind of Nightfall-y, not as many modifiers, but it was pretty difficult, but it does have matchmaking. So if you don't have the time or your friends aren't online to get a big group together, you can go into matchmaking. I did this myself. Either my friends had already done it or they weren't quite online yet and I wanted to get it done. I went into matchmaking, got put with a group really quickly, finished the strike, and it wasn't that hard and it worked out. And once the strike is complete, you're awarded with the Sleeper Simulant weapon frame. Once that is brought to the tower, you're then awarded with your shiny new Sleeper Simulant. It's here, you have it, the search is over, you made it. That's it. So the quest is done, and in total, it wasn't a difficult quest line, this isn't I don't think a super popular opinion, but I'm glad that they staggered this release for a month. The Taken King has only been out for 3 weeks, and patch 2.0 has only been out for a month. People are acting like this is already year 3 of Destiny, and they're impatient to get everything right away. But I think that having that time of going through collecting these 4 rifles, and giving even people that don't have a lot of time, they were able to get the chance to collect all 4 because of the 4 weeks that they spaced this quest line. I think that's a really great thing they did. I haven't used the weapon a lot. I don't think it's game breaking, which I like. I think the weapon is going to be very useful in certain situations, but by no means I don't think it's going to take up anybody's exotic slot constantly, and that's good because I like weapon rotation. I like using multiple weapons all the time. So I want to use the weapon more, and I'll update, but for now, that's my initial impression. And one other thing I wanted to mention is if you don't complete part of the quest in one rotation cycle of a day, it's still going to be waiting for you the next day. But I think one thing that is different is, say you beat the first set, so the first set of missions that appeared on Wednesday, if you do that like today, I don't think the second set of missions that appeared on Thursday will be waiting for you. I think you have to wait through a daily reset. So when you finish the first set of quests, I think you have to wait till the next day after reset, and then the next set of quests will be available to you. I think there's a 1 day time wall there. But let me know if you run into that. Let me know if that's not the case. If you finish them all, the first set today, and then you have the next set where you have to go do the Fallen Strike immediately after, I would love to know. So please leave a comment. But I hope this video helped some of you, and I hope you're able to get your simulant. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope the rest of your day and weekend is beer and Skittles. Thanks.